history.
Don't tell me about the world. Not today. It's springtime, and they're knocking baseballs around fields, and kids are trying to hit curveballs.
Bottom of the 8th. 2 men on, 2 men out. Down by 2. The crowd is on its feet. The pitcher comes set and fires.
Second, gonna be a play, and he is out. No. Are you kidding me? It can only happen in the wild card game. Down the line it goes. Here comes Jensen. The Indians win it. Here it comes. He struck him out. Taylor ties it. Oh, what a finish.
They ask me what I do in winter when there is no baseball. I'll tell you what I do. I stare out the window and wait for spring.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today it's Grapefruit League action between the Cardinals and their former rivals from the NL Central, the Houston Astros. Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Yeah, you know you have to be really careful with Daddy Longlegs himself, Dexter Fowler. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat well, they just go.
Justin Verlander, a Virginia-born right-hander, gets the ball to start this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Time for a look at the Stros on D. And let's take a look at Carlos Correa. I had an old friend say to me one time, this is what they look like. And this is exactly what it looks like. The ability to play gold glove defense and hit in the middle of the order. I smell a potential Hall of Fame career.
At the plate, Colton Wong. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Leading off the afternoon for St. Louis, designated hitter, Colton Wong.
First pitch on its way from Verlander. Underway at the ballpark this afternoon as the first pitch is in there for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Missed with a breaking ball.
Tried to go with the nasty backdoor breaking ball right there. Good job by the batter to take that pitch, work the count even.
The 1-1. This is on the ground over to first. Gurriel brings it in, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting second, right fielder, Dexter Fowler.
Now at the plate, Dexter Fowler, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch on its way. Right over the middle, knee high. Verlander, a veteran at 35 years of age. He's in the midst of his 14th major league season, so I guess you could say baseball has been good to him.
Yeah, and that's the name of the game with this guy. You don't hang around 13 years. I always say this, you show me a good teammate, I'll show you a guy who opens the door every day, and you know exactly what you're getting. The consistency this guy has had can't go unnoticed, and he's had an amazing career.
The 1-1 home. Dribbled to the right side. Throw on to first, and Verlander's got it going here. 2 away.
Batting third, center field number 20, Tommy Pham.
Digging in, Tommy Pham. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. First pitch coming. Here it is. Tough pitch to lay off. The slider stays high for ball one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Two balls and no strikes to the Cardinals center fielder.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
3-0 now. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summerskill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Eric Summerskill behind the dish. Really likes to work the ball east-west. What did you like? Did you like north-south, east-west?
I thought east-west, D-Row. The more I could get away with on the outside corner, inside corner, give me a wider plate than a higher plate. I think it's a lot easier to pitch to a wider plate.
The 3-1. And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
Batting fourth, shortstop.
Stepping in, Paul DeYoung. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
The 2-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one.
Count 2-1.
Now the 2-1. Pham's off and running. He swings and misses. Throw down. He's well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
Good steal of second there, and that really sets up the middle of this order to drive in a run and break this scoreless ball game. Always great if you can score first early in the game.
Now a drive by DeYoung. This ball is hit well to left field. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. Paul DeYoung connects for a 2-run home run as the Redbirds have taken a 2-0 lead.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
Here's Matt Carpenter.
Matt Carpenter.
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Two out, nobody on. Just got a piece up the line. And the pitcher will just run over and take this one himself, and the inning is over. But the Cards do strike for two, both coming on this 2-run dinger. On to the bottom of the first. It's now 2-0 St. Louis. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Yeah, I know this club loves what Evan Gattis brings to its offense. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
Michael Wacha, the right-hander from the state of Iowa, gets the starting assignment. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Michael Wacha, if he brings the straight changeup, that's his best pitch. Drafted in the first round out of Texas A&M University. Good fastball, not a great fastball. 92 to 95, more of a straight fastball. The curveball is good, but he's known for the straight changeup. If he brings that good changeup, he can shut anybody down.
So here's how the Cardinals are positioned defensively. And we're fortunate enough to watch one of the best outfielders in the game. The Gold Glover resides in left field. Can go back on balls as easily as go in on balls. Strong, accurate throwing arm. Look for him to make a play today.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Here's one hit softly down the line in left, but this will be a foul ball. Here's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2. He's outside for a ball. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. He swings and lines it to left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting third, second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Now at the plate, Jose Altuve. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Check swing and a pop-up out toward the mound. Wacha is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They're down 2-0. Here's Marcell Ozuna.
Leading off for St.
One of the
Louis.
keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Yeah, he just isn't that sharp on the mound right now. Had a rough start in the first inning, and now he's falling behind out of the gate here in the second. Some adjustments need to be made, and fast.
Outside and low, 3-0.
He walked a guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
3-1 to the Cardinals left fielder. The 3-1. Takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks at bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
Ready now, Jed Jerko. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First delivery to him on the way. Favorable call in there for a strike.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
Ozuna on at first, nobody out. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now.
Well, this second inning is not starting out any better than the first was. He just might not have it in this one.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grain low, we got action.
Runners on the move for second. Popped him up. Gaddis over to his left, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. On to first, a double play. Digging in, Jose Martinez. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Here comes the first pitch. Sliders in for a strike.
Hey, I don't know what happened in between innings, but he went down that tunnel with a few of his teammates and some coaches and found a way to regroup because he's been really good this second inning. After going out in the first, I thought it was going to be a super short outing.
Line toward right center. Mazo is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Nothing doing there for St. Louis, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Here's Carlos Correa now.
Leading off for the Astros.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. The windup and the 0-1. Tough one to lay off, called a strike.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Batting fifth, left fielder.
At the plate, Marwin Gonzalez. Here it comes. And a curveball to begin the at-bat. 0-1. Took something off there, but it misses. Ball 1. The 1-1 home. He's in there for strike number 2. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he sent down via the strikeout.
Evan Gaddis now standing in. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Waka's ready. Here's the 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1 and 2. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More spring training baseball from Florida following this. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian here, as it'll be Yadier Molina to lead things off.
Yadier Molina.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner.
Is that gun reading right there? Because that just registered at 91 miles an hour on a slider. If he's working that pitch, that's most guys' fastballs. It's going to be a long game.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Gonzalez has a beat on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Here's Colton Wong now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a knee-high fastball. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Dexter Fowler.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
He's certainly done an amazing job right here, grinding to get early 2 outs with the number 2 hitter and the middle of the order lurking. He would love to see 3, 4, 5 with no one on base next inning.
The windup and the 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit on the ground out to short. Correa has it. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Nothing doing against Verlander that time around. His club needs to get him some runs, however. It's 2-zip. Tyler White will bat next. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First delivery to him on the way. Way in front of that fastball.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. And here's a curveball looked at, strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning.
Boy, he's really on a roll in the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Here's Jake Marisnick. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Pham is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Batting ninth, right fielder.
Now at the plate, Chris Mazo. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. That's taken for a ball, and it's 1-1 now to the Astros right fielder.
He obviously wanted that call in the corner, but if he continues to put the ball right there, he's going to get that call, and he's going to keep pitching as well as he is.
Popped him up. Jerko ranging into the outfield. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. 3 innings complete. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Astros 0. The next to bat for St. Louis, Tommy Pham. He reached on a walk in his last time up and later came.
Tommy Pham.
Here comes the first pitch. A high fastball is in there.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
The 1-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the inning's underway with the Cardinals getting their leadoff hitter on base.
Yeah, definitely not the execution you're looking for to pull an outside breaking ball, but who cares? Next day's box score, that's a line drive.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. No balls and 1 strike. He jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Marisnick going back, and it's gone. Two-run shot to straightaway center, his second of the game, and with it, the Cardinals have increased their lead 4-0.
I think if this pitch would have been a little higher and in on his hands, it would have been effective. But he left this one belt high. Big mistake. He's a guy that will feast on belt high pitches on the inner half, which is pretty obvious now.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Matt Carpenter, and the starter remains out there despite just allowing the long ball. We thought maybe they'd go and get him, but no indication of that yet.
Yeah, to me, that home run was a sign that he's starting to get a little bit tired out there. It was a good pitch to hit, and it's typically the command that starts slipping when you're fatiguing a little bit. So I can't see him being out there much longer.
Tough slider down low for a strike. And here's a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Moves it to 0-2 now. Check swing in the dirt, but he went around. Gaddis has it, but no chance to recover. Carpenter is on at first after the strikeout. So good awareness that time, as that'll go as a strikeout, but he's aboard on the drop third strike. Now in the box, Marcell Ozuna. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball that just misses inside. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him this first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. A runner at first with no outs here. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Marisnick is under it. 1 away. David Paulino will come on to make his 9th appearance already here this spring.
Jerko, your attention please. Now pitching for the Astros, number 63, David Paulino.
Jed Jerko will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. From the stretch. And that pitch catches the inside corner. The 0-1 pitch is in there for the second strike. Carpenter, base runner at first with 1 out. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
On a line to shortstop, and the runner gets back. No double play.
Now batting, first baseman.
Stepping into the box, Jose Martinez hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. First pitch of the at bat. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Swings through it for strike number 2.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
There goes the runner. And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 4-0 St. Louis. Jack Flaherty is on his way to the mound now as he'll work in his 8th ball game here this spring.
Jack Flaherty.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Well, and he gets the inning started with a bang as this is hit high and deep to left field. Gone! It's a solo shot for Alex Bregman. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
Well, the skipper called on him for a reason, and I can guarantee you one thing. That was not what he had in mind. First pitch, and it was out of here. That's a rough way to start your day at the office as a reliever.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. Yes, he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Loud noises right here, fellas. Hey, he's going to have to mix it up a little bit more because they are on his stuff.
Jose Altuve.
Digging in to try it again, Jose Altuve, the reigning batting champion in the American League. Here's the first pitch to him. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Into the corner and slicing foul. Nobody out, runner on first. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Pham. One out. Here's Carlos Correa now. One in, one out, and one on here in the inning. First pitch on its way. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Jerko ranging into the outfield, but he won't get there. It falls in.
The left fielder, number 9, Marwin Gonzalez.
Standing in, Marwin Gonzalez. First time up, he went down looking. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a changeup right down the middle.
Hey, when you're in a tough spot right there, that's an excellent job by the pitcher to get ahead 0-1. He has now got this offensive player on the defensive.
0-1 count and the pitch. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Here it comes, 0-2. Hit back toward the mound. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back with more from the Grapefruit League after this. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina.
Leading off for St. Louis, the catcher, number 4, Yadier Molina.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike.
Hey, back-to-back, same pitch, same spot. Don't be shocked if he goes right back out there. If I'm a hitter, that's where I'm sitting. Everyone would think he wants to go somewhere else. He might go right exactly to the same spot.
The 0-2 to Molina. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Up with it, Gaddis. And he makes the throw to first. Molina retired, and there's one away.
Now batting.
Here's Colton Wong now.
Colton Wong.
First pitch of the at-bat. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Hit out towards second. Altuve fields it cleanly, and quickly there are 2 away.
Up next for the Cardinals, right fielder, Dexter.
Stepping in, Dexter Fowler. No hits to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one right down Main Street. And it's 1-1. Fifth inning here in a 4-1 ball game. Fowler behind the ball and 2 strikes.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it.
This is on the ground over the first. Gurriel scoops it up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Edward Mujica will come on and pitch for the 7th time here this spring.
Number 39, Edward Mujica.
Evan Gattis now standing in prior duels with Edward Mujica. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. First offering on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Gattis, or El Oso Blanco as he's referred to in Latin American countries. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. 2 quick strikes and now the 0-2. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the 2nd time today he's gone on strikes.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Tyler White will bat next as he'll send a ground ball down to third. And very quickly they're 2 gone to start the inning.
The batter, center fielder.
Here's Jake Marisnick. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hard liner to center field. Pham will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Astros go down 1-2-3. They trail it 4-1. Colin McHugh takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 31, Colin McHugh.
Into the box, Tommy Pham. He singled his last time up.
For St. Louis, center field number 20, Tommy Pham.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that misses for ball 1.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Up and in. Big danger now. It's 3-0. Paul DeYoung will be next. There's a strike.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
The pitch. In there for a called strike. 3-2 now.
Hey, excellent job to get yourself back in this count after throwing 3 consecutive balls. You got a chance to get an out right here.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
DeYoung will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take you back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a knee-high fastball.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
DeYoung in an 0-2 hole here. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. He's running. Pitch, strike 3 called. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
I like the aggressiveness with 2 strikes to put the runner in motion. Sometimes that can backfire and it can turn into one of those strike him out, throw him out double plays, but he was able to get there safely at second.
Here's Matt Carpenter. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
0-1 count and the pitch. Smoke toward the hole, and that is into right field, a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Hey guys, he doubled up on that breaking ball. The batter obviously timed the first one. The second one, he was not going to let go. Good wood on that one, able to drive it for a base hit.
Here's Marcell Ozuna as he'll take a look at a slider in the dirt, and it's ball 1. Lifetime history with Colin McHugh. He's gone 2 for 5. He's taken him deep once. 4 runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close, and he offered at it. I'm not sure right now if I'm the pitcher. You could probably throw anything you want up there, and this guy's going to swing at it.
Here now the 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang bang place at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Here's Jed Jerko now.
Jumps off the page at me. He's found that power chord. Hit some huge homers for the Cards.
0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Jerko in front, 2 balls and no strikes. 6th inning, 4-1 is our score. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Jose Martinez would be next. Now the 3-0 offering, and that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Ready for another shot now, Jose Martinez. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
0-2 the count to Jose Martinez. Pham at third, Carpenter on second, Jerko on at first with 2 down. Line towards center field, and that's in there, base hit. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And now the runner will score from third on the errant throw.
Okay, there's a good job of battling right there, D-Row. Pitcher had the advantage with 2 outs, 2 strikes. You're 1 pitch away, and boy, what a terrific piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, that's a great job right there. Some guys are not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. They'll take that pitcher deep in the count, feeling comfortable about it. That's the type of hitter this guy is, and he was able to come through.
Stepping in now, Yadier Molina. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really, really nice offensive player.
The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. Lifetime history with Colin McHugh. He's got a 3 for 7 line. Lifted into center field. Marisnik is under it. And they'll avoid the big inning as he makes the catch, so just the 1 run scores here in the frame. 2 hits here in the inning lead to a run for the Redbirds. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. St. Louis is out in front 5-1. Sean Gilmartin enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 36, Sean Gilmartin.
Striding into the box, Chris Mazo. He'll be the one leading things off for Houston in the 6th.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning.
Third baseman, number 2.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Alex Bregman. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Lifted down the line in left. Coming on is Ozuna, and they can't run it down.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. Line drive to center field, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseball. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Standing in now, Yuli Gurriel, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 0-1 on its way. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Gilmartin Stands 6'2" and throws from the left side. He was a first-round pick during the 2014 draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Fouled away. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. The 0-1. Ground ball foul down the left side. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Astros leave 1. They're down here 5-1. Back here on the show. 7th inning upon us with the Cardinals out on top, and it's time to check out the game summary to see how we got here. Brad Peacock is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 41, Brad Peacock.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Colton Wong. He struggled at the top of the lineup in this.
Hitter, Colton Wong.
Greg Garcia is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Greg Garcia.
And he gets ahead 0-1. Peacock is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. He was retired via the ground ball last. Time up. Brayvic Valera will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Seventh inning here in a 5-1 ball game. This is driven to right, and no doubt about it, that one's way out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, and it's now a 6-1 ball game. Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these two clubs today. What are your thoughts, guys?
Yeah, Matt, you know what, D-Roll, we got up this morning for this day game here. We were expecting a high scoring game, but boy, we haven't been disappointed.
Yeah, you take the temperature of a lot of guys in the league. They definitely will tell you they see the ball better in the daytime than they do at night. Case in point today, ball was jumping off the bats of both lineups.
Lays off 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
Missed with a slider.
I can't tell you how big a pitch that is right there to be called the ball. 2-0 as an offensive player, man, it's almost 70% fastball. 1-1, he opens up the entire arsenal to get you out.
Now the 2-0. It's a fastball looked at for a strike. Called strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Harrison Bader goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Manny. He's one of my favorites. Mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Mejia, a California-born ball player. He was a 4th-round selection during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Correa into shallow center. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Third baseman number 13, Matt Carpenter.
Here's Matt Carpenter. Carson Kelly will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. A ball and no strikes. Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. The 1-1 is strike two swinging. Mejia, the runner at first with two gone. And there he goes towards second. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. But the Cards add on just a bit, courtesy of this solo home run. Get up and stretch. It's the Cardinals 6 and the Astros 1. Brayvic Valera will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Now playing right field, number 41.
Harrison Bader will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center. Alex Mejia will stay in the ballgame as the new shortstop. Carson Kelly is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now. John Brebbia gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh. Josh Reddick is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the seventh.
Leading off for the Astros.
And that's high for a ball, 1-0. Brebbia was born in Massachusetts. He was selected in the first round back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Chopped weakly up the first base line. And that's out number 1.
Now batting, left fielder.
Tony Kemp will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
0-1's the count.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Way in front of that fastball. Kelly trying to get there. Here comes another 0-2. And a neck-high fastball that time. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
And he lays off there, 1-0. One run, 4 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Grounded to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They trail 6-1. Tony Kemp will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Now playing left field, number 18.
Mike Hauschild is going to come on now as he's already up to 10 appearances here in the spring.
Mike Hauschild.
Brian McCann is also into the ballgame as he'll likely go the rest of the way behind the plate. Lauren Asuncion is also into the game as he takes over at short. Here's Marcell Ozuna, 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far.
The left fielder, number 23. Marcell Ozuna.
Brooklyn Bridges is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
75, Brooklyn Bridges.
Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Softly hit toward the hole. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter, number 3, second baseman,
Here's Jed Jerko now. Number 96 will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. 1 out, nobody on. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
I think that's one of the toughest calls for an umpire to make. The check swing appeal. Hitters rarely feel like they went, and I don't think he likes getting rung up there by the first base umpire. But looking at it, it's hard to say for sure that he didn't go around.
Luke Boyd will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
This at bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets to count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
3-0 now.
I got 3-0.
Two out, nobody on. In there, 3-1. Called strike, and that'll run it full. Now the 3-2 pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and his side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. They lead it 6-1. Brooklyn Bridges will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Now playing left field, number 75.
Number 96 will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here.
Number 96.
Luke Boyd will stay in the ballgame as he'll take over at first base. Sam Tuivalala is out from the bullpen now as he'll work in his third game so far this spring. Tyler White will bat next. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And he takes ball one. A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. And we're going to have a quick stoppage here as a beach ball has made its way into right field. Now here's the pitch. Hit high and deep to right center. Bader on the move. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Here's Jake Marisnick. He's set. Here it comes. A breaking ball taken on the inner corner.
Hey, I don't blame him right there. Giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
Here comes the 0-1. Just a tick behind for a strike. Here's the 0-2. A shot down the first baseline. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, right fielder.
Striding in for Houston, Chris Mazo. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
First pitch on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bader is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Astros go down 1-2-3. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Will Harris enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. Career numbers against Will Harris. He's 1 for 3.
The catcher, number 4, Yadier Molina.
Francisco Pena will try to get his club a little 9th inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. A 1-0 delivery. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. The 2-0 on the way. It's the zone, high and inside, but still a strike. The 2-1 is a swinging strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Here's the pitch. Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. The ninth inning's underway with a leadoff man aboard via the single.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Greg Garcia.
Stepping up to the plate, Greg Garcia. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Jerry Mendez come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Mendez, 23 years old. This is his first year at the big league level. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Good cut fastball that time, and he's in control now. 0-2. Harris, a 6'4" right-hander. He was a 9th round pick during the first year player draft of 2006.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
To first, to second for one, and that didn't work out too well as the pinch hitter comes on to bounce into a double play.
Coming on as a pinch hitter is a tough spot to be in, but that's the last thing you want to do when your skipper calls on you. Not going to be happy about that.
In now, Breivik Valera, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. He rounded the bases on a home run back in the 7th.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
The 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Marisnik is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Redbirds down quietly. They hold on to their 6-1 lead. Francisco Pena will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Now catching, number 46. Francisco Pena.
Matt Bowman takes the mound here. Not a save situation, of course, because of the big lead, but he'll try to finish it out nonetheless. J.D. Davis will get up off the bench to lead off the home half of the ninth. And they've certainly got their work cut out for them here, so he'll just need to work on getting aboard.
Leading off for the Astros.
Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Amen.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count. 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. Line towards center field. Bader is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Next up for the Stros, Jose Altuve, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. On to first, and that will seal matters here this afternoon.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
6-1 the final tally today. St. Louis jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Michael Wacha is the winning pitcher of record. Justin Verlander couldn't escape the fourth inning as he slapped with the loss. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Our final lines for this afternoon. First, for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals.